Mauri ora kia tātou, e koa ana te nākau kua te mai au e tēnei rā. E runga e te reo karanga, nō reira, kia ora kia tātou katoa. I'd like to begin by thanking the organisers of today's summit, the National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence, for their commitment to organising this important dialogue and also for their kind invitation to address you all today. Both I and my New Zealand colleagues who are attending in person and virtually appreciate and value this opportunity. As the New Zealand Government agency responsible for the Research, Science and Innovation System, we are working to support New Zealand researchers to collaborate on excellent and high-impact research in emerging technologies. We're also responsible for securing the integrity of that system, and I'd like to share with you some of the steps we have taken towards this. As we all know, today's world is one that is being shaped by technological advancements. Emerging technologies will transform the way society operates, from the completion of basic tasks through to how we work and communicate with each other. Developments in emerging technologies such as AI, biotechnology and quantum computing present significant opportunities for people and businesses, adding value across all parts of the economy, including finance, healthcare and agriculture. Technologies are also being developed that could transform the future of energy. And while AI has been around for decades, it is only in the past few years that interest in this transformative technology has matured and exploded. Across the globe, AI is being developed and adopted in order to make both governments and businesses more efficient and to assist in making better decisions overall. Along with the economic and social benefits of AI, there is also potential for misuse, unintended bias and discrimination, and unanticipated effects. These situations are more likely to occur where nations do not apply human rights and democratic principles to work on AI. We must together be vigilant to ensure negative and harmful outcomes are not enabled through the adoption of new technologies. A foundation of ethical and human-centric deployment of AI technologies will help in our development of these technologies and contribute to developing standards for those wishing to enter our domestic technology markets. New Zealand is advancing work on ethical AI through the Global Partnership on AI and through the Christchurch Call, a global multi-stakeholder initiative where, as part of a wider work program, technology companies have undertaken to work with us to develop a method to assess algorithmic outcomes and the role the online user environment may play in radicalization and terrorism. We're delighted to have the US on board as a supporter of the call, as part of a coalition of over 55 countries, some of which are represented today, joining experts from around the world and many of the world's largest technology platforms. New Zealand is currently working within government and with industry partners to develop an AI strategy. It will look at the impact of AI on society and businesses, building in tools and frameworks to ensure that the development for the use of AI is done openly, ethically, and with the agreement of communities. Through our research and innovation funding systems, we are working to boost the number of internationally connected businesses working in AI and other emerging technologies. New Zealand has a thriving research and innovation sector that attracts funding and investments from across the world. As a small country, we could never hope to be self-sufficient in technological knowledge, and therefore it is critical that we maintain a global perspective in our research and innovation sector. A significant amount of New Zealand research is a product of international engagement, and the government is actively seeking to increase the international connections of our research and innovation system. Some recent examples of investments in international collaborative projects include the 12 Labours project to model the physiological systems of the human body, building towards a digital twin for integrated and personalised predictive health treatments, superconductivity for compact fusion systems, hybrid electric aircraft, and the production of zero-carbon steel, and using magnetic resonance imaging approaches to understand and locate deep connectivity patterns in the human brain, towards enabling the early diagnosis of neurological or aging-related disorders. In recent years, we have seen that there are risks as well as opportunities arising from international research engagement in emerging technologies, particularly where those technologies have dual-use applications or utilise sensitive data. These risks must be identified and managed to prevent damaged reputations, lost intellectual property, and harm to national interests, so we can realise the opportunities and benefits of an open and collaborative research system. An effective and sustainable risk management system requires increased awareness within the research sector and improved governance structures within institutions. And to that end, we are working in partnership with our research and business communities to identify and manage risks in a proportionate way, and to design appropriate systems and controls. We are already taking a range of actions to improve the ability of research institutions to manage these risks, including developing and progressing a program of awareness raising and capability building across the research sector, introducing standard risk-based conditions in government research funding contracts, and publication of trusted research guidance which aims to help the research and innovation sector get the most out of international scientific collaboration while protecting their intellectual property, sensitive research, and personal information. Dialogues such as this summit build on a platform of common values, a commitment to academic freedom, the importance of multilateralism in addressing global issues, and willingness to work together as partners in science and innovation. This stands us in good stead to address common challenges around emerging technologies while making the most of the significant opportunities that they present. Kia ora, thank you, and I wish you all the best for a successful summit.